Welcome back, episode 36, Big Easy Bliss podcast. We are so happy to be back. I am so happy to be back.
Yeah,
Almost 100%, more like 80 to 85%. You might hear me cough maybe a couple times, maybe clear my throat, but I'm good. We are happy to have this episode here. We've been thinking about this, and if some of you remember, we had our ranking our wide receiver duos.
hmm
I think it was on Wednesday, came out yesterday. That was very, 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 very. Wait, no, my bad. I'm sorry. That was
that was a
Monday.
Saints record prediction.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think, okay, anyway, this week we did a wide receiver duo
hmm
list. Today we're going to be doing a quarterback list, which I am very, very, very excited for. And
Yeah.
Connor, tell them why we're doing this list.
We're doing this list, fellas, because in our Brock and I's inner circle, there was a debate between,
Yes, there was.
really, it came down between Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts. Who's better? Who deserves to be that fifth best quarterback in the league? I am not going to give you my answer quite yet. You have to
Neither am
watch.
I.
But but that sparked my brain, got the wheels turning. Why not Brock and I just rank all 32 starting quarterbacks in the league,
Yes.
you know?
Let me
So,
just tell you, it is a grind. Just trying to figure out some of the meat and potatoes of this list because I asked, most of these quarterbacks can be interchangeable, really.
and
I
Brock
mean,
actually forgot my favorite quarterback in the league, Tua
okay.
Tagovailoa. Can I get a hand up
Yes.
over there, Brock?
Yeah, sure. Yes, 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 yes. This is our second take, by the way. So me and Connor
Yeah,
already know each other's, I think, top 15 quarterbacks,
something like
because
that. Yeah.
that's when it cut out. So yeah. Also, another new background. My
hmm
Wi-Fi sucks in my room, so I had to come downstairs into this room. Um, Lighting's also much better, by the way. This will probably be the room for the future until we move in LSU.
100%. Yes.
So yeah, let's kick it off right here.
For the future, for like the next week.
Yeah, literally, we move in 8 days, which is
Also, I got
insane.
my Saints jersey.
And
So,
it's about time. I got my LSU shirt that I think I've worn, like, if we've done this 36 times, probably 12. I wear this shirt a lot.
oh.
I love LSU baseball.
Yes, yes, Brock does. Go tune
Fortunately
into the old
for
episodes if you don't know.
fortunately for the viewers, there's nothing to talk about with LSU baseball right now. Or we would be talking about. But it's NFL season. We're gonna jump into our list. We're doing the bottom 12, the middle 10, and the top 10. Different from the wide receivers because that video was very long and it took forever to download and
Yeah.
everything. That's why it came out a day later than it should have. No, I keep thinking, never mind. I'm sorry. That
I
was the
th
Saints record prediction.
yeah.
I keep getting those mixed up. That video was stressful. Let me just say that. Don't use
The one
GoPros
at
if you're doing a
Mercado.
pod. Do not use GoPros if you're doing a podcast. It is, oh my God. Connor's going to start with his bottom 12, then I'm going to do my bottom 12, and we're going to keep going like that. So, Connor, take it away.
Yeah, so I'll just rattle these off really quickly. So at number 32, I have Nola's finest, Tyler Shuck. Um, the list I was looking at that had all the quarterbacks listed had Tyler Shuck listed as starting quarterback. Who will it be? Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shuck? I don't know. We still have three preseason games left to determine that. Um, but yeah, I mean, a
Oh,
25-year-old aging rookie.
uh,
Was that?
breaking news that we just got, actually. Spencer Rattler's going to start on Sunday.
Okay, look at that. Thank you.
We got that in between the failed first pod and then this pod.
Okay,
So,
that's news to me. I didn't
I
even know
just saw
that.
it.
Okay.
I think Schefter actually reported it. Anyway, it
All right,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
No, but I mean, I have Tyler Shuck, 25, 26-year-old rookie with severe injury history. Even if it was Spencer Rattler, he wouldn't be much higher, if any higher. So number 31, I have Anthony Richardson, who just got hurt, unfortunately, in that first preseason game for the Colts. Number 30, I have JJ McCarthy. Not so rookie season coming up. I mean, he's got the weapons. He 100% could do what Sam Darnold did last year, not ruling that out. Um, 29, I have Russell Wilson. Watching him last year with the Steelers was an absolute nightmare. I had George Pickens, so that was not fun watching Russell Wilson throw balls 30 feet over George Pickens' head or 15 feet in front of him. So that was not fun. Uh, Malik Neighbors fantasy owners, I'd watch out. I'm avoiding him at all costs, especially in the first round. But um, so 29, 28, I have Joe Flacco. It's not going to be Joe Flacco at the end of the year. It's going to be one of those young bucks. But right now, I mean, like I said, and like Brock's going to say, these 32 through 28, 27, really like it doesn't matter. And kind of the same could be said for the middle bunch of the quarterbacks. 27, I have Cam Ward. Could be a lot higher at the end of the year. We don't know. He doesn't have the best weapons in Tennessee right now. 26, I have Trevor Lawrence. I am not a Trevor Lawrence fan. I don't think he's that good.
That's
I know it might be a little low. Um, and sure, like you mentioned in the first take, Liam Cohen is going to be a huge ad. We saw what we did
mm,
with Baker Mayfield. Um, but from what he did the last couple of seasons, it's been a nightmare in Duval. Um, moving on, we have number 25. I have Michael Penix. We saw a little bit of him last year. He did okay. I mean, kind of just thrown into the fire, really, because Kirk Cousins was that bad. Um, but he 100% could, same with Cam Ward, could be higher at the end of the year. Uh, if the Falcons are successful this year, he's going to be why. Number 24, I have Drake May. Literally copy and paste Michael what I just said about Michael Penix to Drake May. I just think he had obviously had more experience last year because he played 90% of the year. Who started for the Patriots? Was it Jacoby Brissett?
mm.
It was initially,
I think Drake May came in like week 3. It was
yeah.
super early.
I didn't know which Brock Osweiler-esque quarterback it was, and it was
Yeah,
Jacoby Brissett.
it's a great name.
Um, so 23, I have Caleb Williams. Ben Johnson coming to town. He could put up monster numbers. Um, it also could fall flat on his face because he is a diva. So, number 22, I have Bryce Young, slightly ahead of him. I think the Panthers are going to be sneaky good this year, and he is going to be why. Number 21, I have Matt Stafford, Asian quarterback. Um, severe injury issues right now. I really don't know what's going on over there. Um, but yeah, I mean, not a good combination having injuries at the age of 37.
Yeah, understandable.
Mm.
So with my list, I kind of did the bottom tier differently. Not really differently, but I have kind of like groups. So my bottom group, which is 30 to 32, which I think are interchangeable. I have the Colts. We did this before the starters were announced, so that's why. I have the Colts quarterbacks, whoever that starter is going to be, obviously the Saints quarterbacks and the Browns quarterbacks. I think all three of those are just a complete dumpster fire. There's bottom three. I mean, realistically, there's no the one team. I'm probably saying this out of biasy. The only team that might have a shot is the Saints, just because you don't know what you're getting from either of those two
Yep.
quarterbacks. Like the Colts, you know what you're getting, and then with the Browns, I mean, I guess they're kind of in the same boat as the Saints with the two rookies, but it doesn't look like either of those rookies are going to start.
Mm-mm.
It's more likely going to be the veteran with Joe Flacco, who is still kicking it at the ripe age of
Shout out
whatever.
Joe Flacco, man.
I
I
agree.
mean,
Journeyman. I mean, he's turning into a journeyman.
yeah. I mean, now he's back in Cleveland.
hmm Moving on. My next kind of tier is 28 to 29 is JJ McCarthy and Cam Ward. That's my two rookies, technically, even though McCarthy's in his second year. It's his first year playing because he got injured last year. Both of them could easily shoot up this ranking, which I fully expect Cam Ward to shoot up this ranking. I think he's gonna be extremely good this year around a bad Tennessee team. But I have him 28, 29 right now just because you can't put him any higher. Number 27 and 26, I have Michael Penix and Bryce Young.
Mm.
Two very similar stories. Not re I mean, kind of. Bryce Young's rookie year was kind of a wash. He was just not very good. But last year, him and Penix,
He
I would
was
say,
terrible.
had a similar year. Young started terrible, got benched for a while, and then came back in the end of the year and was very good. But Penix didn't start until I forget what we. It was later in the year when Kirk Cousins got benched,
Mhm.
and he was serviceable. I mean, he was all right. I think with like a whole summer of learning, a whole off season of learning as a QB1, I think that could benefit him a lot.
Definitely.
But right now, I have Penix below Bryce Young just because Bryce Young had a better end of the year last year. But I think both those guys could easily jump. I think 26 through 29 or yeah, 29 on my list could easily jump up multiple spots. It's just because you don't know what you're gonna get from any of those guys.
Penix also
Um,
has the weapons over Bryce Young.
that is true. But I would still take Bryce Young because Bryce Young did get he did get a new wide receiver one to play with.
Yes,
Okay,
he
so we'll
did.
see.
Hmm.
Number 25, I have Russell Wilson, exactly what you just said. I also had George Pickens last year in a fantasy league, and that was a struggle. Just he's just not a very good quarterback anymore, which is crazy to say because you kind of grew up with Russell Wilson as kind of one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Yep.
And to see this kind of era of quarterbacks kind of dissipate um, into darkness, really. Breeze and Brady retired. Philip Rivers,
Rodgers,
the
Stafford.
Mannings retired. Stafford's on his way out. Rodgers on his way out. I guess Joe Flacco technically. Russell Wilson.
Okay,
I mean,
Joe Flacco's honestly before our time.
that's true. That is very true. He's still kicking it.
Yeah.
But
Shout
yeah,
out
I
Joe Flacco.
mean, Russell Wilson. I mean, he probably should have just. He needs to sign a 1 year contract, 1 year deal with the Seahawks next year, and just sit behind uh, Sam Darnold and retire. But anyway, moving on, number 24 and 23, I have Caleb Williams at 24 and Drake May at 23. I think you had him the opposite.
Yeah, Adam
I
flipped.
just think Williams. I think Drake did more with less last year. I think Caleb Williams had
Yeah,
more than
that's
enough
fair.
weapons last year to be good, and he just wasn't very good. And Drake May performed with, I mean, let's be honest, a very below average skill position group.
Yep.
And they went out and got Stephon Diggs and they drafted Travion Henderson, which I think could help him tremendously. I really like Mike Vrabel as a coach. I wanted the Saints to go get him. But I mean, we got Kellen Moore, which I'm fine with.
Happy with Kellen Moore. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And then rounding out my bottom 12, I have Aaron Rodgers at 22. Just kind of exactly what I said with Russell Wilson. His best days are behind him. It's his retirement season. I don't see the Steelers winning the Super Bowl like a lot of people are saying, but let's be honest here.
They're going
They
9 and
probably,
8.
yeah, they're probably going 9-8, maybe 10-7, and getting bounced in the wild card. And Rodgers, he should have retired as a Packer. I don't know why he ever left the Packers. And then rounding out my bottom 12, so with 21, I have Justin Fields. I just think he hasn't been able to put everything together so far in his career, but he also has been extremely mistreated throughout his career. Nobody's like truly wanted him until this
Yep.
year. The Bears were just as soon as they got him, I feel like they were just like waiting for Caleb Williams.
That's
They were
on Matt
building.
Eberflus. That's not
Yeah,
on Justin Fields.
they were building for Caleb Williams. Well, he wasn't even there. And then obviously the Steelers was he was playing amazing for the Steelers, and then got benched for Russell Wilson the next or as soon as he came back.
Give my boy a chance. And he's getting it.
Yeah,
He's getting it. So
he's finally the quarterback one. I
he's
don't
the
even know the
guy.
backup for the Jets. I think he could have a great year, but right now you can't really put him much higher because he hasn't done it yet.
Yep.
So
A
I have
lot
him
of
at
question
20,
marks this year, really.
100%. So that's my bottom 12. So Connor, we'll move on to our tier two of quarterbacks, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, so kicking off my tier two of quarterbacks, I got Aaron Rodgers. You just mentioned him. Uh I mean, Aaron Rodgers is on his way out. The Steelers aren't going to do anything. They're going to go 8 and 9, 9 and 8 this year. I think Rodgers will be serviceable. I don't think he's going to set the world ablaze or anything. Number 19, I have an aging number, or I think Dak Prescott's like 32 years old, coming off of a severe lower body injury, ACL. Now look, he's only 2 years removed from that monster year he put up. Uh, but as a 32-year-old quarterback, he's not going to be as nearly as mobile, and he's certainly not gonna, I don't think, regain that glory he had 2 years ago. Now, granted, he does have George Pickens now,
Mhm.
who is him and CeeDee Lamb. We just did this top three. I think we both had in the wide receiver
Yeah.
duos.
I think we both had him. No, we both had him third. Yeah.
We both had him third.
hmm
Um, But yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for Dak Prescott because I'm a big George Pickens fan. Never thought I'd say that actually because I can't stand the Cowboys, but I really do like George Pickens. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
but poor Dak, man. Hopefully he
Yeah.
can bounce back from that injury. 18, I have Justin Fields. Just give my guy a chance. 17, okay, so 17 through 14, I have Geno Smith, Tua Tagovailoa, Sam Darnold, and Brock Purdy. You can flip these. You can put Purdy at 17, Geno Smith at 14, and I wouldn't call you crazy. Number 13, I have Kyler Murray. Number 12, I have CJ Stroud. I mean, obviously last year was a down year. His O-line is awful. And then his rookie year, he had a monster year. I think he can 100% get back to that. as crazy as it sounds, I feel like it's not in his hands. Uh, really, as long as his O line can be 25th and not 32nd in the league, I think we could see CJ Stroud get close to that rookie form again.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. And then rounding out my second tier, I have Bo Nix at number 11. Second year under Sean Payton. Could be or I am expecting big things.
Mhm. Okay. Our lists are very different. I'm just gonna start with that.
Yeah.
Some of your bottom tier guys in like that tier, I have a top 10 quarterback. So let's just start with that.
Whoa.
Um, but kind of what you said on CJ Stroud, not only has his O-line been pretty bad, but every skill position player he has, I feel like gets injured. I mean, Joe Mixon, Stephon
Tank
Diggs
Dell.
tore his ACL. Tank Dale might never play again. Although they did draft two Iowa State wide receiver, or
Yes,
yeah,
they
Iowa State
did.
wide receivers.
Yes, they
Uh,
did.
Jaden Higgins and who was the other guy? Jalen Noel, I think is his
Noel,
name.
yeah.
I think those two could be very good. So we'll see. I feel like they just have every wide receiver ever. Like, and they also have Xavier Hutchinson, former wide
Yes,
receiver,
another Iowa
former
State guy.
Iowa State wide receiver. Very
Also,
underrated.
Stephon Diggs towards ACL too. Another guy who
Yeah.
just,
Mhm. He's on the Patriots now though. So
well, yeah, I know, but
um
he was with Stroud.
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So moving on. Not moving on. Starting my tier two, number 20, I have Geno Smith. I think he's kind of just a little bit a better version of Aaron Rodgers. Not better version. He's better than Aaron Rodgers, but he's in the same realm, kind of at the tail end of his career on his third or fourth team. Rodgers is on his third team. I think this is Geno's fourth team.
Brock, let me ask you something. If you said that statement to somebody 7 years ago
Oh
that
my
Geno
God.
Smith would be better than Aaron Rodgers, what do you
Oh
think
yeah.
their reaction would be?
I'd probably get punched in the face. Like genuinely.
Yeah, I think he would
That's
be drowned.
I never thought I'd say that sentence until just now, to be honest with you. What a world we live in. Like we were saying,
What
man,
a
this this
well said.
this era of quarterbacks is really dying out. You're kind of seeing the new era come in. Kind of sad because obviously the Saints quarterback in that era is gone, and we've been stuck just with
We love you, Drew.
quarterback graveyard. The Saints fans do not appreciate Drew Brees as enough as we should. I mean, we were so spoiled.
We really were.
Oh man. Anyway, Geno Smith's at 20. Connor's not gonna like this at number 19. I have Tua Tagovailoa.
It's all right.
He's just been riddled with injuries, man. Got a feel for the guy. I mean, he led the league in passing, I think, 2 years ago. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure you mentioned that. And just the concussions, man. Like he was like he thought about retirement. I mean, everybody was talking about that. He might have retired. Decided to stick it out. Had a pretty rough year last year when he was healthy, but I think he'll be. I think he'll bounce back, but I can't put him much higher just because the last 2 years haven't been very good.
That's fair. I think he's gonna have a solid year this year, but that's fair.
For sure. My number 18 player, who you had at 26, if I remember, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm not a
Um,
Trevor Lawrence guy.
I think he's been above. I would okay. He has been a total bust because he has made a Pro Bowl, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
But
Tyler Huntley made a Pro Bowl, Brock.
whatever. Okay, he won a playoff game. Let's say
All
that
right.
he did win a playoff game. He
Yes,
he
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 did.
brought a game and up. Um, there we go. Now, has Trevor Lawrence lived up to his hype? Absolutely not. Not even remotely close. But I do think that has been because of injuries and poor coaching. He does have Liam Cohen now, which is why I have him at 18.
Yeah.
And he has a new shiny weapon in Travis Hunter, who right now is listed as as a starting wide receiver and a second string DB. So it looks like they're leaning towards him more on offense, but we'll see. I think if he has BTJ and Travis Hunter running around, I mean, if you fail with that,
If he can't make that work, then
yeah, I mean,
his days might be numbered as a starting
100,
quarterback.
100%. Um, yeah, moving on, number 17, kind of what you said, 17 through 15 for me, I have kind of interchangeable. I have Kyler Murray, Sam Darnold, and Brock Purdy.
Mhm.
Just kind of have them. Have you even mentioned Brock Purdy yet? I don't
Yeah,
think you had. Okay, maybe I missed that. That's
I
on
have Brock
me.
Purdy at 14.
That's on me.
He's all right.
But yeah, I mean, all three of those guys, they just haven't done. Brock Purdy is kind of like if he's textbook system quarterback. Let's just be honest here. I mean, he's got the best name in the world, but he is just textbook system quarterback. Sam
Did you think my
Darnold,
Iowa State bias was coming out?
no, because I mean maybe a little bit, but Sam Darnold,
It's all right.
the allegations of a system quarterback are definitely out there. I will definitely listen to the allegations of him being a system quarterback
At Brad.
because I just think, well, but we don't have to name names. But yes, Sam Darnold. I mean, I just think the Vikings system is just amazing for any quarterback. I mean, Case Keenum. I mean, that wasn't obviously the same offense, but I think it was similar. He even flourished, and then Kirk Cousins flourished, obviously. And I just think the Viking system in general, especially when you're throwing to an all-pro wide receiver, is pretty easy.
Mhm.
So we'll see what he does in Seattle with Cooper Cup and JSN. Connor's very high on JSN this year, so maybe that comes into fruition.
Yep.
I think Kyler Murray, I mean, I just feel like he hasn't lived up to his hype of being a number one overall pick. He's kind of a watered down version of Lamar. He can use his legs, just not as much as I think he should. Would you agree with that?
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, he's
And
really
then
shifty.
yeah, and his passing I think is very underrated though. I will give him that. He does have a very strong arm.
Mhm.
He just
He has a
he
cannon.
struggles. Yeah, he struggles with accuracy sometimes. But I think if him and Marv really like lock in and get that chemistry going, they could be a scary, scary duo.
And they got Trey
Um,
McBride.
and Jimmy Pride, shout out Connor's fantasy team. I want him really badly. Moving on, number 14, a guy who I think could easily shoot up to the top 10 is Bo Nix. I couldn't put him much higher just because
Okay.
he was a rookie last year, and I
Okay.
want to see him do it again this year, which is completely the opposite of a guy that I'm going to mention later, which probably everybody has in their top 10, top six. But yeah, Bo Nix under Sean Payton. A lot of people are comparing him to Drew Brees. Don't you ever compare anybody to Drew Brees. I don't
No,
care
no,
if
no,
he's
don't
short.
compare.
I don't care if he's a short quarterback that plays for Sean Payton. He's not Drew Brees. But I do think he's a very good quarterback, a top 15 quarterback at that.
Mm.
Moving on, number 13, I have CJ Stroud. I
Okay.
think last year was a fluke. I think everything you said, his O-line sucked. Every single weapon he had was injured. Tank
Yep.
Dell, Stephon Diggs, and Nico Collins missed a portion last year, if you remember that.
I think Joe Mixon might have missed
And
some
Joe
time too.
Mixon. Yeah, all four of those guys were out at some point. So I mean, if you look at his stats, that's probably why he didn't have the greatest year. I mean, he didn't have
Yeah.
any weapons.
Mm.
I think he'll 100% bounce back with the clean slate, with everybody healthy. Although Joe Mixon isn't healthy right now, which is scary to me because he is my starting running back. Um, move, sorry. Moving on. Number 12 and 11. I'm going to hurry up and do this so Connor can go so I can clear my throat. I have uh, Jared Goff at 12, and I have Matt Stafford at 11.
Okay. Wow.
You had Matt Stafford way low. I don't understand that. I think he's still playing at a very high level.
Yeah, I
I
mean, he was good last year, but I mean, a 37-year-old quarterback who
He's
has
still playing
severe
at
back injuries.
well, yeah, but I mean, if we're going off of last year, he played extremely well last year.
He played well last year. He played well
So,
last year.
is he getting older? Yeah, but I still think he's a very, very good quarterback.
I
And
mean,
then Jared
like
Goff. Jared Goff, I'm
Aaron
tired of
Rodgers,
hearing.
Matt Stafford. You'd rather
I
you'd
would
put
not.
Matt
I don't. I
Stafford
wouldn't.
10 spots above him?
Yes, yes.
Really?
Aaron Rodgers was not good last year. Uh, I know his like he was like eighth in passing or whatever, but I think that was.
I
I don't think if you watch the Jets, they were putrid to
No,
watch.
they were.
Let's just be.
They were. But I mean,
And
there was a
then
lot of other factors going on in New
yeah,
York.
that is true. So
But
I don't know. We'll see. I still would take Matt Stafford light years ahead of Aaron Rodgers. Um, and then Jared Goff at 12. I don't agree with the statement that Jared Goff is a system quarterback because he was very good in with the Rams for a few years with Sean McVay, and now he's really good with yeah. We roll our eyes at that, yes, but he was very. I mean, you gotta admit he was very good.
no,
If you
yeah,
remember,
he was
one of
solid.
the greatest NFL games I've ever watched was the Chiefs Rams Thursday night game
Or the
or Monday night
Saints,
game.
Saints
Oh yeah.
Rams, that game in
Mhm.
the dome. Jared Goff was part of both of those games.
Yeah, that is true. Oh my God, that feels so much better. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Um, yeah, that's gonna round out my tier two of quarterbacks, and kind of our top tens are gonna look very different. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and
I
take the
wonder,
floor,
like,
man.
the guy who you said, um,
You probably can figure it out by now.
I
You
still have
want
no idea
me to?
who it is for some reason.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, but yeah, kicking off my tier one, I guess you could say top 10 quarterbacks. I have Jordan Love at number 10. Packers are going to be solid this year. Hopefully, Matthew Golden can step up as the wide receiver one for them because I mean they have nobody there in wide receiver purgatory right now. Um,
Mhm.
especially if Matthew Golden becomes another Christian Watson. Number nine, I have Jared Goff. I mean, his passing numbers are absurd, absurdly good. That is. Um, Yeah, I mean the Lions are elite, elite weapons everywhere. Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta. Sam
I am
Laporta, was that?
I am intrigued to see how they're going to do without Ben Johnson. That is something I'm looking at because a lot of people say that that's why they were good, and Dan
Yeah,
Campbell is only good as his coordinators. So we'll see. I think they'll prove that wrong easily because Ben Johnson was only there for 2 years and they were still very good before that.
yeah. I
Um,
I definitely don't think there's going to be as much trickery without Ben Johnson.
no, well, yeah. Although I did hear the new guy is very similar to Ben Johnson, so
Okay.
we'll see.
Mhm. Let's see. Number 8, I have Justin Herbert. Not too much to say about Justin Herbert. I mean, he's a great quarterback in this league, and I mean, he has not had great weapons around him. Um, Keenan Allen has been good. Um, I mean, now he had Keenan Allen towards the end of his career, and then obviously Ladd McConkey is shout out Brock. He's emerging as an elite receiver in this league. But outside of that, there's not much. Maybe Omarion Hampton can be a difference
Mm.
maker. We'll see. Time will tell. Number 7, I have Baker Mayfield. I mean, Baker was absolutely electric last year. Number 6, here we go. Number 6, I got Jalen Hurts. Reason I have Jane Daniels at 5 and Jalen Hurts at 6 is it's really just because I feel like um, now you obviously you can't knock Jalen Hurts for this, but I feel like from a stats perspective and just a sheer quarterback production, I feel like Jaden Daniels did more with less than Jalen Hurts from a sheer quarterback perspective. Obviously, the Eagles won the Super Bowl, don't get me wrong. But just as quarterback play, I feel like Jaden Daniels did more. Number 4, I have Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, still great. Numbers are kind of down, but the Chiefs are still one of the best teams in the league because of him. And obviously, Andy Reid. Number 3, I have Lamar Jackson. Number 2, I have Joe Burrow. And then number 1, I have reigning MVP Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty spot on number one. I'll just say right now he's my number one. But at number 10, kicking off, I have Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers. I just think we're I can't really put him much higher because every year we're just like, oh well, he's close to doing this, or if he had this, I just think he needs to put it together. I
You got
mean,
Jordan Love over uh, Justin Herbert?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
You know who else I have ahead of Justin Herbert? Um, I have Dak Prescott at number 9. Sorry,
Whoa!
I have some stragglers right now. Um, yes, I have Dak Prescott number 9. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm gonna
Can
hear
I
you out.
can you excuse me for 1 second? Sorry.
Uh, I I don't know what's going on here with Brock. Uh, he's back. Here he is.
I apologize. I apologize. I had a very, very annoying couple of stragglers. But yes, I have Dak Prescott at number 9. And Connor, I know you're very surprised at that. I'm actually more surprised that you have him that low. I mean, I just don't like what are you not seeing? I mean, Dak is a very good quarterback.
Yeah,
He
he
chokes in the
is. But
playoffs. He chokes in the playoffs, so don't get me wrong. But he is very good in the regular season. And now he just added George Pickens to his team. And don't I hate the Cowboys. So don't I'm not biased at all towards the Cowboys. But I do think Dak is a very good quarterback.
I think Dak's a great quarterback too. But he just came off a torn ACL.
Well, I
He's coming
mean,
off a torn ACL.
where'd you have him again? 16
I had him
or
19.
lower than 19?
19.
All right, look, man, we're gonna have to talk about this off camera.
I think 9 is slightly ambitious.
We'll hear about it. Please let us know what y'all think. I thought he was crazy for having 19, but apparently I'm crazy for having him at 9.
I told you I don't hate it. I just said it's a little ambitious, I think.
I mean, you have yeah, never mind. I can't believe you have Brock Purdy ahead of Dak Prescott. Anyway, number 8, I have Jordan Love. I think this is Jordan Love's breakout season. I think he finally gets his wide receiver one with Matthew Golden, even though the Packers gave Matthew Golden number 22 as a wide receiver. They want that man to fail. So they just don't like wide receivers.
So what?
Ever
Rashid
since
Shaheed's a bad wide receiver?
I'm gonna have to eat my own words on that one. That's on me. Yeah, I hand up on that one.
Hmm.
I just think as your wide receiver one, you go to number 22.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
God, yeah, I got to take that one off the
That's all
chin
right.
there.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Jordan Love, I think Jordan Love's gonna have a breakout year this year. I'm just gonna be honest. I think he could win the MVP. That's my hot take right now. Jordan Love could win the MVP this year. Number seven, who I think could, if I think I'm very high on this guy, which kills me as a Saints fan, but I think Baker Mayfield is legit in this league. I think he's borderline elite quarterback. Now he did lose his offensive coordinator, which that could be a question mark, but I still
Yep.
think he's going to perform at a very high level. If he wasn't on the Bucks, I would say I love watching Baker play, but he's on the Bucks, so it's hard for me to say I love watching him play.
Fair.
But as a football fan, it is fun to watch him play when they're not playing the Saints. Number six, I have Jalen Hurts, and number five, I have Jaden Daniels. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I went back and forth with this, and the reason I did that was it was actually somebody brought this up in the argument. It was when you say that Jalen Hurts is a system quarterback, Connor, if you remember, um, back in 2022, it was the year before we got Derek Carr, and the 7-9 Saints went into Philadelphia to play the 13 and
They
3, the
beat
one
Gardner
seed.
Minshew.
That's what I'm saying. Way to just spoil the whole thing, Connor. I had a whole thing lined up. I was
Yeah, I'm
gonna
sorry. It's
anyway. Yes, they went in there and beat
the
Gardner
point got
Minshew.
across either way. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Because without Jalen Hurts, they were a bad football team. So I do think that was my argument for him. However, the reason I put JD5 ahead of him is exactly what you said. He did more with less. And I mean, his rookie year, he was probably he was the best
We're
quarterback.
saying more with less. We know the Eagles just won the Super Bowl. We know. We watch football. We know the Eagles just won the Super Bowl. From a sheer quarterback perspective, we're ranking quarterbacks here.
Thank you
All
for
right.
that disclaimer. I'm glad you mentioned that because that would have came up 100% if you didn't just say
Yes,
that.
I know it would.
Please put that in the clip, by the way.
I will.
Um, yeah, I do think Jaden Daniels is better than the Eagles. I think if you put Jaden Daniels on the Eagles, they win the Super Bowl. And if you put Jalen Hurts on the Commanders, they probably do a little bit worse, to be honest with you.
Yes, I agree with that
That's
100%.
why I have Jaden Daniels ahead of Jalen Hurts, and we're probably going to lose a follower from that. And it's probably going to be Andrew, if you
We
didn't
might
already
gain a
unfollow
few.
us.
Who knows?
I think maybe. And then number four, I have Patrick Mahomes. It's crazy that his worst year, he's still in the top four. That just shows how good he is.
Yeah, name value too.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is true. If we're basing this just off of last season, he's probably a lot lower.
Yeah, oh, dude.
Um, he was
16?
really bad last year.
Maybe not that low.
Um, Number three, which I disagree with you. I have Joe Burrow at number three, and then I have Lamar number two, Josh Allen one. I don't know how you now. Joe Burrow did have an MVP season last year. He just had a bottom.
Okay, you can't call me crazy for having Joe Burrow ahead of Lamar Jackson. Like, I mean, like,
Well, no, yeah, no, I understand it. I'm just saying, though, Joe Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen were like the clear MVP. Like they were the clear front runners last year. But I mean, that's probably because Joe Burrow didn't have a defense. If he had a
Joe
defense, he
Burrow's
would
defense,
clearly
Joe
win.
Burrow's starting defense gave up like two scores to a team in preseason, to a
Yeah, that is true.
preseason. So, I
That
mean,
is very true. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like Lamar Jackson's like way ahead of Joe Burrow. It's like I guess 2A, 2B in this case. And
yeah,
then Josh Allen's obviously number one. That's not
mhm.
even close.
Josh Allen's one. Yeah.
Unanimous. But yeah, that's gonna round out our top 32, or I guess that's gonna round out our quarterback rankings for the 2025 season. I'm gonna go handle those stragglers as soon as we're done with this. Um, Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe on everything, all socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're
Yep.
watching this, you're on YouTube. Um, Thank you for watching. Connor, you have anything to say before we get out of here?
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe, follow us on all socials at Big Z Blitz,
Oh,
and we will see y'all later. What you
shout
got?
out to Mercado.
Shout
Forgot
out
to shout out to
Mercado.
Mercado.
Yep.
This video is
Possible
brought to you.
future sponsorships too. I don't know.
Yes, this video is this is sponsored by Mercado. So forgot to
Yeah.
mention that.
Mhm.
Completely, we might have to make a clip and put it. Never
That's
mind.
right.
All right. Thank you for coming back. We will see y'all in the next one, hopefully Monday. I think we're gonna take the weekend off and go Monday.
Yep. Probably.
You'll see a full NFL record prediction. So,
Yep. That's gonna be
all
fun.
right. That's all it is. That's all we got for you. We'll see you. Peace out.
Peace.